Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime Making 3. And today I'm going to be giving you a brand new episode, part 2 of What If Naruto Had the 6-Eye Sharingan, guys. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also, I post a brand new movie over on Anime Prince, guys, of What If Naruto was banished and found out his mother is alive. So go ahead, check that out and enjoy. I also post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was the strongest half-breed Uchiha over an Anime King. So go ahead, check that out and enjoy, guys. And remember, if you're new, yes, I indeed have 4 channels which I post What If on every single day. Yes, you heard that correctly, every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead, check them out and enjoy. So without further ado, let's jump right into this brand new episode. Begin now, guys. So, the last time we left off, it turns out that Mito had 3 kids with her husband Fukaku Uchiha. Her 3 kids were Itachi, Naruto, and Sasuke, all of them being Uchiha. Naruto and Sasuke looked so similar that Naruto grew his hair out to have a defining feature different from Sasuke. His bangs covered down his face, covered down his left eye so you could not see it, but his right eye was visible. As Naruto and Sasuke performed the rite of passage for the Uchiha, which they performed the fireball jutsu, as their father Fukaku told them from this day forth they could wear the Uchiha symbol on their body. Sasuke was pretty pissed off as he punched Naruto in the shoulder as Naruto was able to do the technique with only 6 hand signs, one shorter than him. As Naruto started to go about chakra theory, Sasuke was, well, uninterested. Naruto was always talking about chakra this, chakra that. It was that Naruto found the whole thing about chakra just rather unique. He didn't know where he got his chakra fascination from, but he always had it for as long as he remember. From the moment he found out what chakra was and what it can do, it was just so fascinating to him that he just couldn't stop thinking about it. However, Naruto made his way to his mother as she sat down with him as Naruto asked her if their father actually cared for them. From what he was able to witness, their father only seemed to care when they excel in certain things. Other than that, he didn't seem to really pay much attention to them one bit. However, Mito told him that he was wrong. Their father grew up in a time where the Uchihas were much worse than now, as their father was in a war. He was a son of the clan head, so he had to be, well, greater than all the other Uchihas. He had to show more promise, otherwise he'd have brought shame to the clan. Mito told them that their father indeed loved them. He loved them so much. He just wanted to make sure that they were ready for anything the world has to throw at them. As Naruto kind of understand what his mother was saying now, he then made his way out as he found Itachi practicing. Naruto looked up to his big brother as he was his role model. Itachi was so awesome. The things that he could do, he was just the coolest. So with that, Naruto went to find Sasuke. Some time passed as they joined the academy. Naruto already knew several of the clan kids as he attended their birthday party when he was younger, as the Uchihas were one of the most greatest influential clan within Konoha, unrivaled with the Hyugas that they didn't really like so much. Yes, the Hyugas and the Uchihas never really got along in the slightest. As the months went by, Naruto found himself training with Sasuke late in the night, as Naruto was confused, as he seemed to break out of some sort of genjutsu. They went back towards the clan grounds as they found dead members on the street. Rushing back towards the clan house, Naruto saw his mother and father cut down. Naruto was speechless as he heard Sasuke shouting at Itachi, but Naruto could not really understand anything that they were saying. As he looked at his mother, her eyes closed like she was sleeping. As Itachi looked towards both of them as he showed them what he did, both boys dropped to the ground screaming as they held their heads. Sasuke was more exhausted as he ended up passing out right there and then as Naruto rushed outside. He screamed at Itachi as he asked him who he was because Naruto refused to believe that this person was Itachi. Itachi told him that the one that he knew was nothing but an illusion, as he was a real Itachi. Rage built up inside of Naruto as he awakened his Sharingan. However, his Sharingan was nothing Itachi has ever seen before. The background of Naruto's eyes were completely blue like a raging storm on sea, while the Mega Tama of Naruto's eyes was showing a bright blue, like the morning sky. Itachi's never seen anything like that before, as Naruto got a tremendous strain and passed out. A few tears shed from Itachi's eyes as he proceeded to vanish. Envoys quickly arrived as they quickly started to check for survivors as they found the two boys unconscious. Arriving towards the hospital, the Hokage spoke to the doctors. It turns out that there was a problem with Naruto. As he opened Naruto's eyelids to show his Sharingan, it turns out that whatever this was, this just seen Sharingan, because they've never seen a Sharingan like this before, it was drawing so little amount of chakra that it was not deactivating. It was like it was not even there. Harrison didn't really know what that meant, not even Doctor, because they've never seen anything like this before. They would have to keep monitoring Naruto. Weeks passed as Sasuke would not eat. Harrison had placed him in a 2-story house, away from the Uchiha clan, as Naruto got rather angry at Sasuke. Naruto told him that he was the only thing that he had left in this world, and if he did not eat and killed himself from starvation, he would have nothing left. Does he really want to do that to him as well? Sasuke felt all the anger and all the sadness just boil away as he looked up his brother. He proceeded to eat a few bites as Naruto sat down with him as they ate in silence. They visited the hospital once again as the doctor had to check out Naruto's eyes. Naruto was given shades. His shades would not allow normal people to see through them. However, because Naruto's eyes could not be deactivated, not to mention, his eyes seemed to take on a mental strain. Not for the chakra, but when they were exposed to the world. As Naruto had looked through and saw that he could see literally everything, the chakra pathways, and they were just too much for his mind at the time, so he had to wear the glasses. As Naruto was back on the street after so long, walking until he came across that girl. She was in his class. Everyone seemed to have something against her for some reason. However, she was rather violent in her own way. Anyone that tried to speak down to her, she cursed back at them. She had a rather nasty attitude, as she intrigued him as Naruto followed behind her. He ended up getting caught as Naruto was confused because he was sure that she did not see him, but somehow she was able to sense him. The girl attacked him, saying that he was spying on her, as she ended up hitting off his glasses. The moment she did that, Naruto started to scream as the information was too much. Envoys landed down and took him to the hospital, leaving the girl alone, as she wondered what the hell was that. Sasuke was there as Naruto woke up. Sasuke was pretty pissed off, thinking that something was wrong with him, but Naruto told him that he was fine. However, Naruto was able to see much better now, even with the glasses off, as it was just a different experience. He was able to see chakra, things that he could not never see before. His Sharingan was beyond special, as it never been written in history about a blue Sharingan before. However, as weeks passed, both boys spoke to the Hokage about them joining him at the academy. Rumors were spreading around the village, as everyone in the class knew about the massacre. Iruka spoke to them so they would not be rude by accident, as he told them not to bring up the situation the boys had been through enough. A lot of the girls were saddened to hear that, but they wanted to make sure that Naruto and Sasuke were okay, as they had a rather large fan club following. Yes, many of the girls in the class, well, majority of them liked them. As Naruto and Sasuke got ready that morning, as both of them were determined to get stronger, as they would find that thing that took their parents and their clan away from them and get their revenge. So yeah guys, basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the place to yourself. So to begin this new episode guys, 2 years. That is how long it has been since the Uchiha massacre. 2 years. A lot has happened throughout these 2 years. For one thing, Naruto and Sasuke has grown, both physically and mentally as well. As the village still every now and then talk about the massacre, people, but it was slowly leaving their minds, but seeing the Uchiha as it always came back in their minds. People were doing the thing that they hated the most, pity. The one thing that Naruto and Sasuke hated was the pity. The look in the people's eyes when they saw them. They didn't need that, they didn't want it one bit. But yet everyone just always had that same look in their eyes when they saw them, like they were some wounded animal. Naruto and Sasuke really hated that. They hated that look. They tried their best not to let it bring them down as they focused on getting stronger. Since the massacre, neither boys had been back to the compound. Even though going back there would help them out a lot. There were things there that could help them get stronger. Scrolls, jutsus, everything. However, neither boys had brought it up. Neither of them had said a single word about it. Neither of them had looked back there. The past 2 years had not been comfortable in the slightest. Naruto and Sasuke were immensely strong mentally wise. That is why the both of them had not broken down. They had one another. However, every single night, most of their nightmares consist of them seeing Itachi slaughtering the clan over and over again. There were some nights where either Naruto or Sasuke woke up in cold sweat. The other one had to be there for his brother. They were young, they were children, having that mental image of their own brother slaughtering their father and mother, people that they knew. It was great on them. Hiruzen had tried his best to interfere where he can and helped out where he can, but the boys, they'd not wanted any handouts. They would go through this with the help of one another, not anyone else. They had proven that by not accepting the cook that Hiruzen had for them or the maid. They can take care of themselves. Both of them had that Uchiha pride inside of them that refused to make them seem weak in front of anyone. It doesn't matter who it was, even if it was a Hokage. At the moment though, Naruto was looking down curiously at the girl. She was in his class. However, he's never actually had a conversation with her. She's caught him looking at her a few times, and that is the only time that they probably spoke to one another. However, now, Naruto glanced down towards her. Her name was Mito Uzumaki. The last time that Naruto had got so close was 2 years ago, and she was able to somehow tell that he was there. This time he had decided to stay a distance away to make sure she could not sense him. He wasn't sure how she did it, but he was sure that she never saw him, so she had to sense him. Naruto was still wearing his glasses. However, you could only see the right shade because his hair covered his left eye, where the other shade was. His black hair was still down in his back, as he had kept it at a stable height. He had grown a bit taller as he was wearing black shorts. He was wearing a blue shirt with Uchiha crest on the back. He was also wearing blue wrist guards around his arms as well, as they had the Uchiha symbol knitted into them. As Naruto glanced down towards her, every single day when she left school, she came here and she trained with the posts. Over the 2 years that he has watched her, she was getting better and better. She trained with kunai and shurikens, or her physical strength. She was surprisingly stronger than he expected. The reason why Naruto was so interested in her was because she was the only one in the village that possessed that type of chakra that he could see. Over the 2 years, Naruto learned a bit more about his eyes. Even while his eyes were not exposed to the world, Naruto could literally feel and see everything around him. It was like he could see their chakra waves rolling off their body. Removing his glasses, he was able to see the amount of chakra one has in their body. However, it was incredibly hard to see a year ago. His eyes were evolving. The stronger he got, the stronger his eyesight seemed to get. As Naruto was able to see the trails of chakra, he was sure that he was not seeing the full extent just yet because his eyes were nowhere near to perfect. From what he knew, the Sharingan was supposed to have 3 tomos. However, he still had one in each eye. Granted, he was just 9 years old, but still, he could feel his eyes getting stronger. He had no idea what his blue Sharingan represent because throughout the history of all Sharingan users, even the great Uchiha Madara, there has never been a blue Sharingan user before. Not to mention, Naruto doubt that he could see what he could see. However, this girl, she had a second source of chakra unlike anyone else, which intrigued him. It was red, violent and powerful. Naruto has never actually talked to her before, like a real conversation, and his curiosity got the better of him as he jumped down. Jumping from tree branch to tree branch, Naruto landed before he walked out. He noticed as she stopped training. He was unsure what kind of sensory ability she possessed, but it must be strong for her age, because the moment he got into a certain range, she picked up on him. As she paused and turned towards him, she looked him over from head to toe as she did not say a word. It went like that for a few seconds until Naruto spoke first. Mito Uzumaki, he said. Yeah, that's my name. What do you want, Uchiha, she said. You know me, said Naruto. No, stupid question. Of course you know me. We're in the same class. Yeah, it was a pretty dumb question. What do you want, she said. I'm not really in the mood to talk to anyone now, as you can see. I'm busy. And also, would you stop staring at me at school? I saw you looking at me. Oh, I see, she said. You have a crush on me or something, she asked. As Naruto shook his head. No, that is not it. Then what do you want, she said. Why do you keep on staring at me and now you're stalking me? Obsessed with me much, she asked. As Naruto stepped forward. Why does people hate you, he said. Her fist clenched. Is this some kind of joke, she said. Are you here to pull some kind of prank on me? Oh, trust me when I say it. You won't like what happened next. As Naruto watched she balled her fists. So long ago you came out here watching me, and I took those glasses off your face, and you ended up screaming like a little girl. That was a mishap, said Naruto. Well then, I'll just do it again. If you don't leave, she told him. I mean you no problem or harm. I did not come here to pull a prank on you. Then what do you want, she said. As far as I know, we're not friends. So why are you stalking me? Why do people hate you, Naruto said once again. Her fist clenched tighter. Now you're just asking for it, she said to him. As Naruto stepped forward. I did not come here to fight. Then leave, she said. Not until you answer my question. I don't know, jackass, she said to him. So don't ask me stupid question I don't know. Now, leave me alone. As she turned away from him, Naruto saw the look in her eyes. There was so much sadness. He saw that look several times before, from Sasuke and also himself in the mirror. And yet, there was so much of it in her eyes. Naruto did not understand. She was vulgar, yes. But from what he could see, she didn't seem to be so bad. It's just because they were not friends. She didn't know him and he didn't know her that much. So why did people outright hate her? As he saw her walking through the streets, she kept her head down as people literally glared at her. They whispered behind her back. Naruto saw their lips several times. They called her monster. He always saw how she flinched when she was around people. Naruto wasn't sure what kind of sensory ability she had, but he wondered if she could somehow sense how they feel about her. Yes, that must be it, he thought to himself. He couldn't imagine what that could do to a young girl's psyche if she constantly received hate from the villagers. He was a complete opposite him and Sasuke. The villagers loved him and Sasuke. They saw him and Sasuke as some kind of hero despite them have not done anything heroic. Walking over towards her, Naruto reached out, but she spun and grabbed his wrist. She raised her fist and threw it forward, however, she stopped it inches away from his face. Why didn't you try to dodge? She said looking at him, her blonde hair whipping around. As far as I can tell, you and your idiotic Uchiha brother are rather strong, so why didn't you try to dodge my fist? Do you think I'm not worth your time? Do you think I'm too weak? No, said Naruto. I realized that you were not going to believe me, doesn't matter what I say. So I wanted to show you that I come here meaning no harm. Why are you even here then, she said. You don't have any friends, said Naruto. Tuh, like I need any friends. I'm fine, she said. And what's it to you anyway? You act like you and your brother talk to much people. Except for those idiotic girls in the class that seem to just throw themselves at you and your brother. I don't see you talking to much people either. So don't try to act like you're different. You're right. I actively don't try to speak to much people, said Naruto. However, you on the other hand, for some reason they seem to avoid you. She released his wrists. And I don't care, she said. Is that all? You use anger and rage to push people away because you fear the outcome of what will happen. She grabbed him by the shirt. And what would you know, she said, shouting in his face. You know nothing about me, so don't go and run your mouth like that. You're right. I don't know nothing about you, so why don't you tell me who you are? Why? Why the hell would you want to know me, she asks. You interest me, said Naruto. And perhaps I can find a way to explain why people hate you. As her grip on his shirt grew tighter, And why would you give a damn about me? Everyone else hate me, so why don't you hate me too? Because I don't see the reason for you to be hated. You seem like a nice girl. A bit vulgar, but nice. As she tightened her fist when she heard him call her vulgar, Naruto placed a hand on her hand. As she looked at him, she slapped away his hand though. Tell you what, I'll talk to you if you show me what you can do. As Naruto raised the eyebrow. Yeah, you heard me, she said. Even when the teacher put you to spar with other children, you barely even try and yet you always take them down. I've never seen you or your brother spar together, so I don't know what you're truly capable of. So why don't you give me a taste of what you can do, she said. Then and only then I'll talk to you. Alright, fine, said Naruto. Huh, that easy, huh, she said. Well then, as she dropped into a fighting stance that Naruto did not recognize. That is not the academy fighting stance. Oh, this. A friend taught it to me. A friend, said Naruto. Yeah, you don't know her. Anyway, let's see what you can do, she said. Without hesitation, she rushed towards him. As Naruto watched as she moved, she was relying on speed to get to him quickly. Her hands were relaxed at her side, like she was about to strike like a snake. As she got in closer, Naruto leaned back. Her hand passed his face. There was a considerable amount of force behind it. As Naruto leaned, before he lashed out and jabbed her right into her wrist. Her hand was blown back. She swung her other hand at him though as he ducked. He then came up and jabbed her into her wrist once again. She staggered back, feeling a sting in her hand. She quickly rolled her wrist before she jumped towards him, throwing her arms out. However, Naruto ducked under the first and grabbed her second wrist before he yanked her forward. Their faces were inches away from one another as Naruto wrapped his left arm around her. He then proceeded to spin on his feet, causing her to spin as well. But because he was still holding her wrist, when he released her, she was thrown. That was until he grabbed her left wrist and pulled her back towards him. He then proceeded to slam his palm right in her guts. Mito staggered back. However, she would not let that put her down as she lashed out with a brutal kick. But Naruto ducked underneath and appeared behind her. He lashed his arm out, but she flipped away from him as she used the back of her heel to send it towards his face. But Naruto crossed his arms and blocked it. She twisted in mid-air though and brought her foot around, but Naruto blocked it and grabbed her ankle before. He was now holding both of her legs. He then brought down pressure as it caused her to fall. Her back slammed into the ground. As she looked up at him as he looked down at her, she kicked his feet as Naruto flipped. She saw him flipping. She brought her fist out to smash it against his cheek. However, Naruto turned his body and grabbed her arm and flipped her on the ground, causing both of them to roll. He then got on top of her and pinned her down, holding her left arm behind her. She struggled as she tried to move, but she could not move an inch. "Let me go," she said. "Would you calm down?" said Naruto. "After all, I won." "Fine, you bastard. Let me go," she said, as Naruto released her. The moment she got up, she threw a fist towards him, but he simply evaded by stepping back. As Naruto frowned at her, "I thought we made a deal." "Tuh, I was just trying to sucker punch you there." "Why does it seem like my fists can't even get close to your face?" she said to him. "Maybe because I can see your movements." "What?" "Never mind," said Naruto. "Now, are you going to answer a few of my questions?" She sighed. "Alright, asshole," she said, as Naruto tilted his head. "Quite the language you have there. You got a problem with it? Well, you can kiss my ass," she said, as Naruto chuckled. "Why are you laughing?" she said to him. "I guess I find it funny," he said to her. He started to walk as he motioned for her to come. They went and they sat down over towards the post. "So what do you want?" she said. "Come on now, easy," he said. "There's no need to shout." "This is how I talk," she told him. "Yeah, but you're still shouting." "Fine," she said, lowering her tone a bit. "What do you want?" "I want to know why people hate you." She clenched her fist. "You know, if you keep on asking me that, I'm gonna find a way to punch you right in that smug face of yours." "I told you I don't know." "But it makes no sense," said Naruto. "I want to know if it's because of that." "Because of what?" she asked him. "You know, That second source of chakra inside of you. She looked at him confusedly. Are you mean to tell me that you don't know what I'm talking about? What second source of chakra? But how could you not know, said Naruto. I mean, you've been using your original chakra. You must have stumbled upon it, right? I'm not that good with the whole chakra thing, she said, so I don't know what second source you're talking about. Can you remove your shirt, said Naruto. Her face turned red. What, you pervert, she said. I'm not gonna remove my shirt. Shh, said Naruto. Don't tell me to shh. No, easy, said Naruto. It's not what I mean. That's not why I'm telling you to shh. We're being watched. We're what? You can't sense them, said Naruto. Sense them? Well, you kept on finding me, so I thought that you... Oh, that. I can tell when people get near to me, but I can't find people in far radius, she said to him. My friend told me I have a special, unique sensory ability. But how can you tell that we're being watched and I can't, she said. Because I can see their chakra. How, she said. Naruto took off his glasses. Whoa, she said. The last time I didn't see them so properly, but now. Your eyes are so beautiful. Why, thank you, said Naruto. Don't let it get to your head, but it's just... I've never seen eyes like that before. I mean, my eyes are blue, but that is just different. And what's that little mark in your eye? Something special, said Naruto. How about we cause a distraction? What do you mean? You have to trust me, said Naruto. Why the hell would I trust you? I don't even know you. Well, I guess you just have to take a leap of faith. As she looked around, is this second chakra really that important? Well, for some reason. People don't want you to know, so I'm guessing that yes, it is important, said Naruto. Alright, fine, she said. How are we gonna escape them? Meanwhile, watching the group was Hawk. Hawk and 3 others. Envoys were set to watch both the Uchihas and Mito. Mito being a special case, and Hiruzen had envoys watching Naruto and Sasuke for some time now, to make sure that they were okay. As he had spoken to Inoichi, both boys had went for a psych evaluation to make sure that their mind was stable. However, Inoichi suggests that they be watched, as both Naruto and Sasuke did not really speak to much other people. They did not get along with others that well. As he suggests that they keep an eye on them for a little while, Hiruzen has been watching them ever since to make sure that they kept on the right path. Having your entire clan wiped away was not something easy. However, as Hawk and his team watch, they would have to report Ian about this. They've been watching him watching her for some time now. He's always tried to make it look like he was not really paying attention, but these guys were envoys, and they had a knack for gathering and getting information. However, they were surprised when he finally decided to go over towards her. Most of them believe that he had a little crush on her or something, but if that is the case, he's one brave boy. They saw the fight, however they saw that they were just sparring, so they did not intervene. That is when Hawk noticed something strange, as he saw the area around them seem to go blurred for a second. He quickly tapped his communicator. Are you guys seeing this? He said, as one of the envoys quickly raised his mask and rubbed his eyes before he looked back at the scene. What the hell was that? As they saw the both of them there talking. Well, we all saw that, right? Said Hawk. I literally have no idea, as he rubbed his own eyes. Meanwhile, a distance away, as Naruto was holding Mito in his arms, bridal style, she proceeded to whack him on the head. Ow, said Naruto as he backed away, placing her down. What was that for? Who told you could pick me up? She said to him. I had to get out of there fast. Well, next time ask, she said as she turned away, a small blush in her face. How did you even do that? Oh, that, said Naruto. I call it a Chakra Mirage. Chakra Mirage? What's that? Like this, said Naruto as he held out his palm. It was then that she noticed she could not see his hand. It looked distorted and strange. What are you doing? This is chakra, said Naruto. However, I can release it like this cloud particles that I can distort and allow to cause a sense of euphoria through the eyes. A sense of what? What are you talking about? She said. Alright, I'll explain it more simpler, said Naruto, as he held his hand to a tree. You see the tree, right? Mito nodded. Look here. A part of the tree was then distorted. I release my chakra towards this point. Then, I allow it to release this gassy, confusing state to people's eyes. And when I remove it, they will see it normally, but once it's there, it's hard to understand what they're seeing until I remove it. How did you do that? I mean, can people control chakra while it's outside? I'm not really sure, said Naruto. I think I'm a special case because of my eyes. I can see things differently than normal people do. So that's how you were able to best me so easily. Well, yeah, that's a part of it, and I am better than you. What? She said to him. Easy, said Naruto. It's just I had more proper training than you, he said. I've had proper training as well, she said. I'm not saying that you did not, said Naruto, as he seemed to absorb at the chakra in his body. Naruto has not shown anyone that he could do this yet, as Naruto seemed to be learning on a unimaginable state. Things that weren't even possible for older adults, Naruto could do it. As normal people could not distort chakra like this. However, once the chakra left Naruto's body, he felt a connection to it. Normal people would not feel said connection, but Naruto felt it. He did not understand, just like how he saw it. Naruto could feel the chakra around him, and the chakra that was inside of his body. He could control it with such precise control even while outside. It was amazing. He still had trouble keeping it up for long. At the moment, he could only cause his mirage for 5 seconds, and that was it. Maybe 6, but that would push him too far, and his eyes would start to emit this throbbing headache at the back of his mind. But wait, there's a big flaw in your plan, she said. And what's that? The moment they go over and touch your clones, their hands will just go right through it. And they will know it's an illusion, they will come and find us. Oh, those are not illusional clones, said Naruto. What? She said. They're called shadow clones. Shadow clones? What's that? They're like real clones. You'll have to hit them to dispel them. Wait. You mean real clones? You can do that? How? She said in surprise. I guess I kind of copied it, said Naruto. You copied it? Yeah. I saw these two people training, said Naruto, while I was out on one of my strolls. And I guess I was able to see how much chakra they use, and the hand signs they perform. And yeah. But you made 2 of them, she said. My friend can barely make 2, and she's a lot older and stronger than you. Oh, well, you see, I take less chakra to do jutsus, so I'll be fine, said Naruto. But how is that possible, she said. We're getting off track, said Naruto. Come on, let's go. I have a spot a bit further away from here, so we won't be seen by others. As Naruto led her to the forest. Wow, this place is really dark for the daytime. Are you scared, said Naruto. Of course not. I fear nothing, she said. As Naruto chuckled. Good, he said. Arriving towards his spot in the forest, trees were over to the side as the place was opened up as she saw several slash marks on several trees, like people had trained here. I see you noticed those. Me and Sasuke trained out here a few times when we want to be alone, said Naruto. Oh, she said. Hey. As she looked away. What's wrong? I heard about the rumors, you know? About what happened to your entire clan. That must be a real bummer, huh? Yeah, said Naruto. In your terms of the word, it was a real bummer. But I'd rather not talk about that. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, she said. Look, I didn't mean to bring it up, Let's just forget it, she said. So, what were you saying back then? I want you to lift up your shirt. Look, pervert. I'm not gonna give you a free show or anything. It's not like that, said Naruto. I just want to see your stomach. My stomach? Yeah, said Naruto. Alright, fine, but do anything weird, and I'll pulverize your face into the dirt. Do you understand me? Naruto nodded. She lifted her shirt up. As Naruto stepped towards her, her face became a bit red as she saw him getting closer. Can you hurry up, she said. This is really embarrassing. I'm not gonna do anything weird, said Naruto. As he raised his hand and touched her stomach, she flinched. It's alright. I'm not gonna hurt you, said Naruto. As she looked down towards him, her cheeks red. As Naruto reached up and took off his glasses. "What are you doing?" she said. Naruto applied chakra to his fingertips before he touched her stomach. Mito felt a little pinch as she stepped back, gritting her teeth in anger. "Hey, you said it wouldn't hurt!" "Look," said Naruto. As Mito looked down, what the hell is that? As there was a seal on her stomach. As she tried to wipe it off, but it would not leave. "What did you do?" "The amount of chakra I placed in it should be running out right now," said Naruto, as the seal vanished. "What was that?" "A seal." "You mean those things on scrolls?" "I'm not a scroll. Why would it be on me?" she said. "That I'm not so sure about," said Naruto. "However, something is inside of it. I believe that is where the red chakra resides." "Red chakra? That thing you were talking about earlier. Are you saying that something is inside of me?" "Yes," said Naruto. "Would you like to find out what it is?" "How do we do that?" "The red chakra goes through your entire body. It connects to your system by small quantities. I don't believe my eyes are developed to the level where I can actually see everything," said Naruto. "If my eyes were developed, I could have seen what truly lie behind the seal. I'm sure of it, but all I can see is a red haze. However, something is definitely sealed inside of you. But is that even possible? I mean, I'm a human, right?" she said, her voice breaking up. Naruto looked up towards her. "Of course. You are a human," said Naruto. "You have a heart. All the human components of a female. Why would you ask that question?" As Naruto saw tears gather in her eyes, "Then why do I have a seal on me?" "Maybe they're right. Maybe I am a monster." As Naruto stepped forward, he held her hand. She looked up as she saw him smiling. "They're wrong," he said. How do you... I've been watching you for a while. I don't know why they call you a monster, but you're far from it. You're just a nice girl. A bit on the rough side, but that's only because you don't have much interaction with people, from what I'm seeing," said Naruto. "Why are you being so nice to me?" she said. "Well, at first, I was just interested in the red chakra, not you per se." That brought a frown to her face, but your whole personality, it piqued my interest. "Want to be friends?" Naruto asked. "We both don't have that much, so I think it will be good." "But what about the seal?" she said. "I will need some time to allow my eyes to grow in strength, but for now, let's not say anything to anyone." "Why?" she said. "Well, there must be a reason why they don't want to tell you about this. So until we find out, let's just keep it to ourselves, okay? I can tell this seal is holding something back, but this seal seems to be incredibly powerful. So we have nothing to worry about." "So you won't tell anyone about this either, right?" she said. "Of course not. I promise," said Naruto. "You know, I know you don't want to talk about this, but I knew about the Uchiha clan before everything happened. And everyone always said that they were arrogant and full of themselves. But you're not. Well, don't let it fool you. I am a bit arrogant," said Naruto. "However, they say I get my personality from my mom. She was the sweetest and kindest person I ever knew. I loved her," said Naruto, "and she loved me. She loved all of us." I'm sorry," said Mito. "You have nothing to apologize for," said Naruto. "It's not your fault. So, we're gonna keep this to ourselves, okay?" She nodded her head. "Until we find out, we're not gonna say anything," she said. "You better hold up your end, or you'll pulverize me into the dirt," said Naruto. "Huh, glad you understand. So, does this mean that we're, friends?" she said, looking away. "Yeah," said Naruto, with a smile. "Want to meet my brother?" he asked. He seemed a bit more arrogant than you, but yeah, sure," she said. "Well then, let's go trick them back once again," said Naruto. Naruto performed the trick in his 5 seconds as he had the 2 clones dispel. Once they dispel, Naruto noticed something strange. He got all the information that he did not know about. He's never really used a technique other than using it for the first time after seeing it. So this was rather shocking. It seems that the technique sent the memories from the explode clone back to the original's mind. He could use this as his advantage. Time skip. Danzo Shamira walked into the office. As Harrison looked up from his paperwork, a frown instantly came on his face. "What can I do for you, Danzo?" he said. "I wasn't expecting a meeting with you today." "This is a social call," Danzo said. "I'm sure that you've noticed a friendship being formed between the Jinjulike and the Uchiha. Their names are Mito Uzumaki, Naruto Uchiha, and Sasuke Uchiha." "Get it right," Harrison said. "Names does not matter," Danzo said. "These three has the potential to become three of the strongest individuals in this village, surpassing their own genetics. And so what? Well, I'm wondering how long it would take you to come and tell me that Naruto Uchiha has a peculiar set of Sharingan. And how do you know this, Danzo?" "Well, I have my ways," Danzo said. "However, his eyes are one that has never been seen before, not to mention awakened at such a young age. I'm surprised you were able to hide this from me for so long, making the boy wear glasses. That's rather foolish, Harrison. You don't even understand what is going on yet. You call it foolish," Harrison said. "What are you saying? All I'll tell you is, he has to wear those glasses. And nothing else. What does that peculiar set of Sharingan can do? Does it have any perks that I'm not aware of with a normal Sharingan? I don't know, and you won't know either until they are properly trained. Then why not start now? Yes, they're young, but they're also filled with potential to become immensely powerful. I will not push either of them into anything that they're not ready for. All of them have been through a lot. Those three especially, so I will allow them to adjust and grow on their proper time." "Proper time," Danzo said with a scoff. "We might not have enough time for that." "Why? The world is at peace right now. Or if not peace, it's stagnant. There is no pressure that we need to rush kids into war. Allow them to be kids." Always with that stupid mentality. As Danzo sighs, he turned and started to walk away. "Danzo, I've warned you before, but I'm going to tell you again. You are to not interfere with their growth. You are to leave them be." Danzo left without saying a word. Harrison knew that Danzo had his eyes on them. He figured that Danzo had someone watching Naruto as well, to find out about his special eyes. So far as the doctor can tell, they won't see any more improvement until Naruto's eyes start to develop some more. Harrison knew that he hasn't done much regarding being the Hokage, especially for Mito, but he was trying the best that he could, and keeping Danzo away from them was one of the utmost important things he had to do. Danzo in their life would be a sure, twisted mentality for them. Time skip. "How is this helping again?" a furious Mito said. In front of her was none other than Sasuke Uchiha. At the moment, they were currently 11 years old. As Sasuke was a few months older than Mito, but still, they were 11 years old. Unlike he, I can't see chakra as he does. However, he told you already, your chakra control really suck. "Tuh, like you're that much better," said Mito. As Sasuke gave her a smug look. "Well, I've done the exercise already. Far better than you already. So I guess I am better. Screw you, Uchiha. Cursing will get you nowhere. You will still be beneath me," Sasuke said. As he gave her a glare, Mito simply glared back at him. As Mito had a leaf on her forehead, trying to channel as much chakra to keep it stick, as it was falling off every now and then. But the more she did, the longer it stayed on for. Mito and Sasuke had met over 2 years ago. And let's just say, Sasuke was a bit more, well, arrogant than Naruto for sure. Naruto was a lot like Itachi and Mikoto in terms of personality, while Sasuke was like Fukaku in that way. And Mito had a feisty personality as well. She was a good girl, but, well, she was not one to take people pissing her off too well. So that lied the problem between the both of them. They argue on a daily basis. However, they weren't that really mad at each other or really hate one another. Mito chakra controls suck. She had more chakra than Naruto and Sasuke combined, but the thing is, her techniques, whenever she tried, she would use so much chakra that she would run out before Naruto ever did. Naruto used so little chakra that it seems almost non-existent. The more he grew, the less chakra he used. As he had such a fine control, it was amazing. Since reaching 11 years old, Naruto had been by the doctor multiple times to have his eyes checked. As Naruto now had 2 megatamas in both eyes, Sasuke was a bit jealous as he still did not awaken his eyes just yet. However, he had though. On that night when his parents died, he did awaken the Sharingan, but they did not take. There need to be an emotional trigger or some kind of trigger to make him reawaken them, which he has not found just yet, or maybe he will find it soon enough. As for Naruto, Naruto stood in the forest, as Naruto was holding on to a scroll in his hand. In front of him there was a man wearing a mask that Naruto has never seen before. It was a year ago. This man appeared in front of him, and he handed Naruto a scroll. Naruto was curious as he opened the scroll to find techniques of all nature, all of them being C rank. The man did not tell him who he was, or why he was helping him. He just told him that the scroll would benefit him in the long run. As he told Naruto that someone sent him, but he could not tell him who it was. As Naruto was confused who was giving him these scrolls, but they were being tremendously helpful. Not to mention, Naruto needed something today. "I need your help," said Naruto. The guy looked at him. "What do you want?" he said. "Chakra paper. I read about it in the library," said Naruto. Almost all Uchihas possess the ability to use fire. However, I have no idea where we can get chakra paper from to test my affinity to see if I have any other. I also need it for someone else. Affinity paper. I will see what I can do. Can you still not tell me who has been sending you? No. But my master will let me know if he wishes to meet you. I presume that all of the accommodates have been helping so far. Yes, they have, said Naruto. Tell whoever it is thanks, said Naruto. As the man nodded and vanished away, Naruto turned his back. He was sure that this was not coming from the Hokage, but he had not told Hokage about it. The scrolls that he got from this guy has been helping out him, Sasuke, and Mito. The chakra exercising techniques that he learned from the scrolls was what he was using to help Mito, because her chakra reserves, it was too much, and she sucked at controlling it. He had no idea who this guy was, but the guy was helping him. And if this guy could make him stronger, so that he could get his revenge, him and Sasuke, why would he turn down the help? However, whoever these people were, they were not normal. Naruto could feel life in everyone else's chakra. Especially with his glasses off, he could see the life in their chakra. At how it danced, how it moved around, but this guy's chakra was dead. It was like he had nothing thinking about. Only one purpose, only one thought in his mind, and that was the one that his master gave him. It was like he was an emotionless drone, as Naruto wasn't sure what that was about. However, Naruto did not care too much. The guy was not important. Who was important was his master. His master that was able to get his hands on such important things. All Naruto needed right now was a chakra paper to test his affinity. From what he read, a ninja can have more than one. And you want to know what affinity Mito has. He has been trying to help her learn one of the wind style techniques, but her chakra was just too much for her to control. She needs to be able to have a basic grasp of control first. The academy was a big waste of time. Only thing they were teaching them was the clone jutsu, the fake one, that is the illusion, the substitution, and also the transformation. None of those could help in what he wanted to do. Maybe it's time that he went there. It's been long enough. Yeah, It has, Naruto thought to himself. Time skip. Naruto and Sasuke stood at the entrance of the Uchiha clan. As Sasuke's eyes wandered past the gate, he took a deep breath as he looked inside. Are you ready? Naruto asked. Yeah, said Sasuke. As he proceeded to walk forward as Naruto opened the gates. Upon doing that, both of them stepped inside. As they walked in, glancing around, they felt it. That feeling Naruto hadn't felt in a long while. Naruto felt tears gather in his eyes the moment he stepped inside, memories assaulting his brain. As he consoled himself though and kept himself strong, his glasses being a good protector of hiding his emotion, as he could not see his eyes. Both him and Sasuke walked. As they looked at the homes, the bodies were gone. The blood had been cleaned away. As both him and Sasuke proceeded to make their way inside, looking around and taking in everything, they just kept on walking. As their feet led them right towards the main house, Naruto heard Sasuke breathing heavily as he turned towards him. As he saw the look in Sasuke's eyes, we can leave if you want. No, Sasuke said, if I can't face something like this, how am I going to face anything else? I can do this. Come on, he said, as both him and Naruto stepped in closer. The closer they got, the more heavier Sasuke's breathing got. As Naruto turned towards him, however, Sasuke would not relent as he just kept on moving. As they finally got inside, seeing the house that they hadn't seen in such a long time, looking around, as the both of them could literally feel the pain that they've withheld for all these years. It was tremendously great on the both of them. As Sasuke ended up collapsing down to his knees, as Naruto rushed towards him, but Sasuke held his hand out, stopping Naruto. You can't help me in everything, Sasuke said. I have to do this. How can I not face this fear? If I can't, how would I ever face him? And if I don't face him, you'll do it by yourself. And I know you will, Sasuke said. But I have to be there to help you as well. But how can we, he said, as he looked at Naruto. Answer me, Sasuke said. How are we gonna do something like this? You know how strong he is. And yet, you and I both know that we're not on his level. So how exactly are we gonna beat someone like him? He killed everyone. Every single one in one night. The police force. How was he able to take down them? It makes no sense, Sasuke said. Itachi is strong, but all of them? So if they don't stand a chance, we're walking right into our death. So tell me, brother, how are we gonna win? Huh? How? Sasuke said. He was not angry at Naruto, far from it. He didn't know what to do. He wanted answers. But Naruto said nothing at all. You see, you don't know either. I have been trying to keep up this facade that we're just gonna find him and defeat him, but we both know how strong he is. You idolize him more than anyone else. So tell me, do you really think that we have a chance to get any revenge? Or are we just wasting our time? The more the days pass, the more this clouds my mind. The more I believe that we'll never get what we seek. As Naruto went down to one knee, he brought his hand up as he placed on Sasuke's shoulder. Yes, you're right. He's strong. He was already Chunin. While we're nothing right now, we're still in the academy. He was Jonin by the time we're going to be leaving the academy. He was Envoy a year later. Everyone praised his skill. He was one of the greatest. Far out of our league right now. But we have the potential to reach him as well. Sasuke, we are the sons of Mikoto and Fukaku Uchiha. We have the same blood running through our veins. Yes, he's Itachi Uchiha, but we are goddamn Naruto and Sasuke Uchiha. Just because he reached there before us doesn't mean that we can't do it too, said Naruto as he took off his glasses. I know it's hard right now and it seems impossible, but we're gonna find a way. Do you hear me? Said Naruto as Sasuke lowered his head. We're gonna find a way to do this. There's no ifs or buts. We're gonna find a way. That monster, that thing that took everything away from us is out there. And we're gonna find a way to stop him. If it's the last thing we do. We are the last two Uchihas within this village. We are the last two respected Uchihas. And we will not bring sully to the name. We will bring pride back to the Uchiha's name. To show the world that our clan has not fallen. Even if it's just the two of us, we will carry the name Uchiha back to glory. But I can't do it by myself. I'm gonna need your help. So Sasuke Uchiha, are you gonna help me? Said Naruto. As Sasuke slowly got to his feet, determination sweeping through him as he snapped his head up. Yes, he said, I'm gonna help you. Naruto stepped back in shock. What's wrong? Sasuke said. As Naruto pulled his hand towards the mirror. Look. Sasuke's eyes widened as he saw none other than the Sharingan. He did it. He awakened them. Tears instantly gathered in his eyes. He did it. It was nothing but tears of joy. He was now one step closer to gaining the strength that was necessary to get his revenge. Sasuke held his fist up as Naruto did the same thing as he bumped fists. We can do this, they said. The both of them walked through the house. A new determined look on their face. Sasuke's Sharingan was still activated as Naruto placed back on his glasses. As they walked, they searched everywhere they could. However, the things that were inside was nothing impressive. Sasuke was confused. What is this? Are you telling me that this is what our clan had to offer? No, this can't be, said Naruto. As both him and Sasuke proceed to go down. Wait, what's that? Sasuke said. As the both of them arrived towards the section. You see too, don't you? Sasuke said. It's Sharingan activated. As Naruto walked towards the wall. It's a seal. It's like it needs something. As Naruto reached up and bit his finger. What are you doing? Sasuke said. There is no way in hell that Anvus and ninjas haven't come here and saw this, said Naruto. So I'm guessing that they couldn't enter unless they did not see it. Maybe. It's our eyes. You're saying the Sharingan is the only thing that can see this? As Naruto wiped his blood across it. That is when it started to light up as a matrix started to spin. Naruto and Sasuke watched as the wall sinked in. They proceeded to walk straight down. Arriving, they saw a strange tablet and a room to the side. Sasuke looked at the tablet as it was barely showing anything. What's this? Wait, it's information about the Sharingan. As Naruto looked at the tablets. But it ends right here. It doesn't, said Naruto. Can't you see this? Sasuke shook his head. I can't read that, he said. But I can, said Naruto. There's something else, but not even I can read it. Not even with your eyes, Sasuke said. What is this, the Uchiha tablet? Said Naruto as he read the top. Why weren't we ever told about this? I'm guessing they thought that we weren't ready, Sasuke said. As he stepped into another room. Hey, Naruto. As Naruto stepped inside. As they came upon a chamber that was large enough to hold all the fighting Uchihas. But the place was cleaned out, he didn't see anything inside. As Naruto walked over towards the wall. As he saw another seal. Placing his hand on it with his blood. Naruto watches the wall caved in and open up. Sasuke proceeded to grab a torch and send fire to it. As he started to walk forward, lighting the way. Where do you think this lead? I have no idea, said Naruto. As he kept on walking down. And down. And down. Must be one of father's hidden spots, said Naruto as he kept on going downwards. Naruto and Sasuke's eyes widened as they came across a room filled with scrolls and weapons. As Naruto took one of the swords off the wall, the Uchiha symbol was engraved in it. What the hell is this place? Sasuke said as he looked around. As Sasuke opened one of the scrolls. An A-rank fire technique? As Naruto turned as he saw there was another wall there. But what caught his attention was a symbol. Wait, that's your eye, Sasuke said. There was a blue Sharingan inscribed on the wall. Yeah, said Naruto confused. Sasuke walked forward. Hey, do the blood thing, he said. As Naruto pressed his finger on it, but nothing happened. I guess. Why is it not opening, Sasuke said. Maybe I should do it, as he bit his finger and did the same thing. But nothing happened. As Naruto removed his glasses. As suddenly, chakra. Whips of chakra seemed to attach right to Naruto's eyes. It did not hurt or anything. It was a sealing matrix. Naruto has never seen a seal like this. The seal then unfurled like a swirling tide. Like the symbol on the back of a Jonin jacket, it swirled and opened up into a small opening that could fit a grown man. Just that size. As Sasuke looked down there, it was pitch black. Sasuke proceeded to look towards Naruto, who nodded. Stepping through with the light, Naruto stepped right in after him. The wall closed behind them. As Sasuke looked around, what the hell, where? Light went off everywhere. As symbols arrived on the wall that lit the entire place. That is when Sasuke saw Naruto's eyes on the wall. With one totem, then two, then three, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. What the hell? Sasuke said, looking at Naruto. As Naruto saw there was scrolls around, but what caught his attention was a book in the center on a podium. They looked at each other. As Naruto picked up the book, once again the strange symbol made contact with his eyes. The book then fluttered open to the first page. As Sasuke read the word that was presented there, 6-Eye Sharingan, as he looked at Naruto. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see the next part and do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification as I posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the other series over the other channels. Yes, I need a 4 of them, which I post 25 every single day for you guys to enjoy. But I'm off for now. See you guys soon. Peace.